Queen of May.
Of roses white and of roses red, we'll make a crown for the May Queen's head, for the May Queen's head.
Of roses white and roses red,
Of roses white and roses red,
the flowers of England, the flowers of Merrie England.
and who shall guard the crown of the Queen of May?
Two men of Windsor, born and bred, who wear the badges of white and red. The flowers of Merrie, Merrie England, the flowers of Merrie, Merrie England. Of England. The May Queen comes.
The May Queen comes, now choose me 2 men, good men and true men, who'll stoutly stand on either hand to guard my throne for me, to guard my throne for me.
We'll choose these 2 men, good men and true men, who stoutly stand on either hand to guard thy throne for thee.
Let there be bowmen, freemen and yeomen, who will confess to be the best before the butts today, before the butts today.
There shall be bowmen, freemen and yeomen, who 'tis confessed did shoot the best before the gods today. Stand forth, come forth, ye proper men. Stand forth, Long Tom. Stand forth, Big Ben. Long Tom, Big Ben, stand forth. Stand forth, ye Merrie, Merrie, Merrie
We are 2 proper men, myself and brother Ben. We both are royal keepers in the forest. We're ever hand in glove. Thou lovest what I love, and I do ever hate what thou abhorrest. We're very like each other, are myself and younger brother, and consequently people who have seen us have mentioned that it odd is how in our minds and bodies there's such a little difference between us. But there is a little difference between us. Yes, there is a little difference between us. We're as like as pot and kettle, being made of self-same metal. But there is a certain difference between us.
But there is a little difference between them. Yes, there is a little difference between them. There is like a spot of kettle being made of self-same metal. But there is a certain difference between them.
days to be. The simple history of Brother Tom and me may point a moral, that Cupid, when he comes between the best of chums, doth generally lead them to a quarrel. We both do love a maiden, our hearts with love are laden, for each doth think his lady love a Venus. And I do say that mine is as good a maid as thine is, and that's the little difference between us. Yes, that's the only difference between us. Yes, that's the only difference between us. And being men of metal, our difference will settle. Then there won't be any difference between us. Then there won't be any difference between
I do counsel that your playtime be a jocund and a gay time, and your player be as merry as he can. If a play be glum and gloomy, very tragically to me, I do act upon a very proper plan. As a patriotic Briton, I have pondered on and written a jolly sailor song about the sea, with a hornpipe, though perchance when being congruous I dance one, whatever kind of character I be. Ah, and the time will come, 'twill be seen by some, though not perchance by me, when a dance will act like magic, while 5 acts that are tragic. Well, that's where I and Shakespeare disagree.
And time will come to be seen by some, but not perchance by me. When a dance will act like magic, while finding such a tragic that's where me and Shakespeare disagree.
There's no character but merit is convenient to carry at any time the burden of a song. One word will introduce it and the public will excuse it, and embodied kins applaud it loud and long. Now in Hamlet's big soliloquy he mentioneth the below, just remembering to be or not to be. Come the words a sea of trouble, the applause I trow would double, if he forthwith sang a song about the sea. Ah, and the time will come, 'twill be seen by some, though not perchance by me, when a lively prince of Denmark will sing that song, and then mark how entirely I and Shakespeare disagree.
And the time will come to be seen by some, though not perchance by me, when a lively prince of Denmark will sing that song, and then mark how entirely he and Shakespeare disagree.
His content, since 3 or 4 of Jills or more do make his proper measure, give Jack his meat, and Jack indeed will bubble high with pleasure. Will bubble high with pleasure. Of care that kills when every Jack hath all his Jills, of what he wills on me or sack, for there the Jills for fat black Jack. Here's a lack of care that kills when every Jack hath all his Jills, of what he wills of me or sack, for there the Jills for fat black Jack. Jack will lay you on the ground if you stay long together. Where I'll be bound of fat and down, he is as tough as leather. And whoso wills to steal his Jills will find it is a tussle, till on his back he's laid by Jack, for Jack's a man, for Jack's a man of muscle. For Jack's a man, for Jack's a man, for Jack's a man of muscle. But here's the lack of care that kills when every Jack hath all his Jills, of what he wills on meat or sack, for there the Jills for fat black Jack. But here's the lack of care that kills when every Jack hath all his Jills, of what he wills on meat or sack. love is meant to make us glad. Hey, jolly, jolly, hey, jolly little Cupid, fools to let him make them sad. Hey, jolly, jolly, hey, jolly little Cupid. Let's be wise if we're lovers. Heave him aside, but gladly greet him. Let's be wise, for love is meant to make us glad, is meant to make us glad. And say good day to him, he'll treat us as we treat him. He'll treat us as we treat him. With a hey, jolly, jolly, hey, jolly little love. Hey! With a hey, jolly, jolly, hey, jolly little love. Sorrow follows folly as the berries grow on holly. And oh, 'tis folly, and oh, 'tis folly to run away from love. With a hey, love. Sorrow follows folly as the berries grow on holly. And oh, 'tis folly, and oh, 'tis folly to be afraid of love. Love is but a butterfly. Hey, jolly, jolly, hey, what is that magic? We'll watch it flutter by. Oh, folly, not to catch it. Try to keep it when you've caught it. Wherefore weep if you have sought it. Wherefore weep, for love is meant to make us glad, to make us glad. To sigh, to die, oh, wisdom never taught it. Oh, wisdom never taught it. To the hey, jolly, jolly, hey, jolly little love. Hey, jolly, jolly, hey, jolly little love. Sorrow follows folly as the berries grow on holly. And oh, 'tis folly, and oh, 'tis folly to run away from love. Hey, oh, sorrow follows folly as the berries grow on holly. And oh, 'tis folly, and oh, 'tis folly to run away from love. 'Tis folly to run away from love. From her love, and on her heart she laid it. 'Twas all in rhyme, and Father Time she vowed could never fade it. The letter from her love, or somebody did steal it, and oh, the smart in her poor heart, she vowed that naught could heal it.
she knoweth better now. She found the letter from her love when she had sorely missed it. Despite the stain of mud and rain, she fondled it and kissed it.
When true love hath found a man, he will hear the pipe of Pan. Pan, the god of open country, oh, his tunes are pretty. Nature bids you bring your sweet one where no other soul may meet one. Ah, nature made the countryside, and man did make the city. Come, come to Arcady, bring your fill this happy corridor. Learn together, if you can, the simple tunes of Piper Pan. Come, come to Arcady, bring your fill this happy corridor. Learn together, if you can, the tunes of Piper Pan.
She will hear the pipe of Pan.
When a man is a lover, he's bound to discover a fact of which I'm an informant. His nature will change, or at least rearrange some points which were formerly dormant.
Perhaps more or less in the matter of dress he was careless or shabby or shady. But love will change that. He will buy a new hat when he's fallen in love with a lady. A lady, a lady.
Oh, the love of a lady's a curious fact. On a slovenly person it's certain to act. If his coat is well brushed and his boots are well blacked, you may know he's in love with a lady.
You may know he's in love with a lady.
You may know he's in love with a lady. Though a small mind by nature, your love would inflate your proud heart to a size which is grander. You'll feel you might rank, though a clerk in the bank, with a hero as brave as Lysander. You'll be bursting with pluck, and will curse your ill luck that while peacefully tied to a desk you are longing to meet a mad dog in the street with someone or other to rescue, to rescue, to rescue.
Oh, the love of a lady has such an effect upon me that I beg you, if ever you detect a house that's on fire or a ship that is wrecked, you will allow me to fly to rescue.
You'll allow him to fly to the rescue.
You'll allow him to fly to the rescue.
Then to live in an attic, on this be emphatic. An attic, some lodging house drablets, is far happier if you share it with her than a palace. Put that on your tablets.
For your thoughts at all times you'll be breathing in rhymes, though your friends never thought you a poet. But if love blows his nose, it can't do it in prose. It must have a poet to blow it, to blow it. It must have a poet to blow it, blow it, blow it.
So the love of a lady's a curious thing, a poetical fancy it's certain to bring, and the present poetical song which we sing is expressly intended to show it. Is expressly intended to show it. The free men of England, stout were the bows they bore when they went out to war, stouter their courage for the honor of England. And nations to eastward and nations to westward, as foemen did curse them, the bowmen of England, no other land could nurse them but their motherland, old England. And on her broad bosom shall they ever thrive. Homestead and in cottage they still dwell in England, stained with the ruddy tan,
God there doth give a man, free as the winds that fan the broad breast of England. And nations to eastward, and nations to westward, as foemen may curse them, the yeomen of England, no other land can nurse them, but their motherland, old England. And on her broad bosom shall they ever thrive, shall they ever thrive.
Nations to eastward and nations to westward, as foemen may curse them, the yeomen of England, no other land can nurse them, but their motherland, old
King Neptune sat on his lonely throne sat he. King Neptune sat there all alone, as lonely as could be. And he said, now who do you think would do to share my throne with me? And every fish, according to his wish, at once went out to sea, at once went out to sea.
At once went out to sea.
At a nod from the god, all the salmon and the cod, and all the fish there be. The sturgeon and the stickleback, the porpoise and the conger eel, the whitebait and the octopus, the shark, the mullet and the smelt. Ah, the brill and chovy, sprat and place, the whale, the winkle and the whelk, the fish that call, the fish that fly, the fish you boil and fish you fry. Ah, the lobster in the lobster shell, the sole, the whiting and the jellyfish, and more than I can tell, whose names I cannot speak or spell. In fact, all fishmonger sell, and all they do not sell as well. In short, all fishes that do dwell, where Neptune bids them be away, did swim to find for him a mistress of the sea.
In fact, fishes went to sell, and all they do sell. In short, all fishes that do dwell, where Neptune bids them be away, did swim to find for him a mistress of the sea.
King Neptune sat on his throne once more sat he. When the fish came back from England shore and clapped their fins with glee. For they said, we've seen the fairest queen that in the world can be. And Neptune said, that's Queen Elizabeth, and she's the queen for me, and she's the queen for me.
And she's the queen for me.
Is it odd that the god told the salmon and the cod to publish this decree? The sturgeon and the stickleback, the porpoise and the conger eel, the whitebait and the octopus, the shark, the mullet and the smelt.
The brill, the chovy, sprat and place, the whale, the winkle and the whelk, the fish that call, the fish that fly, the fish you boil, the fish you fry.
The lobster in the lobster shell, the sole, the whiting and the jellyfish, and more than I can tell, whose names I cannot speak or spell. In fact, all fishmonger sell, and all they do not sell as well.
The sturgeon and the stickleback, the porpoise and the conger eel, the whitebait and the octopus, the shark, the mullet and the smelt.
The brill, the chovy, sprat and place, the whale, the winkle and the whelk, the fish that call, the fish that fly, the fish you boil, the fish you fry.
The lobster in the lobster shell, the sole, the whiting and the jellyfish, and more than we can tell, whose names we cannot speak or spell.
The sturgeon and the stickleback,
the porpoise and the conger eel,
the whitebait and the octopus,
the shark, the mullet and the smelt.
the brill, the chovy, sprat and place, the whale, the winkle and the whelk,
In fact,
the fish that fly, the fish you boil, the fly.
in fact,
The lobster shell, the sole, the whiting and the jellyfish,
in fact,
Hey-ho, hey-ho. Madam, I ask a favor. I plead the cause of a poor, sorely stricken girl, whom folk do call Jill all alone.
She's a witch! She's a witch!
Witch, she's a witch! She's a witch! Witch, she's a witch! Witch, a witch, a witch, a witch! Oh, she's a witch! Pick up a stone, die in a ditch!
Who speak against her? These four worthy citizens of Windsor town.
We're four men of Windsor. We're four men of Windsor.
A butcher of Windsor,
A baker of Windsor,
a tinker of Windsor,
A tailor of Windsor,
and good meat I sell,
and good bread I bake.
and my tin is good tin.
and good cause I make.
So we all ply a good trade in Windsor town and cry, we'll buy, we'll buy, we'll buy, we'll buy, 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 buy. From the four men of Windsor town, from the four men of Windsor town.
What say you, girl? They say you are a witch. A witch is wise. So if a witch, I do no more than they. But if I am a witch, I know much less, because I do not know I am a witch. But I do know what I do know. Knock. I know that love is far above all other pretty things, and I do know that being so 'tis coveted by kings. But love hath wings and passeth by a king. Sometimes for such as I wonder why. I wonder why. By those words I accuse her of drawing by her magic the love of faithful lovers unto herself. By witchcraft, by witchcraft, by witchcraft.
She had this piece of writing which I did find upon her. Perhaps it is a love charm, a thing of evil purpose.
The verse is an acrostic, and its initial letters do make the name of Bessie. And I do know the writing.
'Tis Sir Walter Raleigh's.
Yes, yes. Is it not thy writing, and my name that is written?
The writing is my writing, and I give back the letter to her, for whom I wrote it.
Bessie from London, Bessie from London.
lodge this witch within the castle walls. I'll see her burn there. Thou, Sir Walter, go to thy country house and banishment. Go to the castle, thou, a prisoner, a prisoner, a prisoner. My truth is blighted, this shame afraid. No secret I have made my court and races. Blow high, blow low, however fortune blow, I let the whole world go. For thy caresses, for thy caresses.
into the castle to look at the queen. Cat, cat, did she sit on a throne? Verily, yes, like a Jill all alone. Cat, cat, what do you mean? A queen is a woman, a queen. Cat, cat, shall I sit on a throne? Verily, yes, when a lover yourn, when a lover
The Queen of May is crowned today with a crown, a crown, a crowner. The Queen of May is crowned today with a crown, a crown, a crowner. Then where's the knave who'll not be merry and join the state with the derry-dum-derry and join the state with the derry-dum-derry and then where's the knave who'll not be merry and join the state with the derry-dum-derry and with a down, a down, a down, a down, a
In England, Merrie England, in England, Merrie England, in England, Merrie England, Merrie England. There lived a king upon a time, to tell his name might be a crime.
in England, Merrie England.
But he sometimes did doff his crown and walk abroad like any clown.
In England, Merrie England, in England, Merrie England.
And if he met a pretty wench and made a fairer than the French,
In England, Merrie England.
he'd kiss her as an Englishman should kiss a maiden when he can. So let us sing and say the King of England, Merrie England, with a fa-la-la-la, with a fa-la-la-la, with a fa-la-la-la, with a
With a fa-la-la for lofty
with a
With a fa-la-la for lofty of England, Merrie England.
I may be wrong, but I long for a song with a tune that a man can march to, that will make you shout when you feel washed out, and your courage will lend some starch to. Of course I know such a taste is low, yet there's many a mind may plumb it. For what on earth can be the worth of a tune if a man can't hum it? Of a tune if a man can't hum it? Ah, then come, for the drum, though its music may be grand. Though the words be Dutch, let the tune be such as a Briton can understand. And whether it be a song of the sea or a lay of the good dry land, then I'll go hang if the tune go bang when it's played on a big brass band, when it's played on a big brass band.
So nowadays our musical plays should be very peculiar salads of simple sounds from merry-go-rounds with occasional third-rate ballads. If these you mix with big drumsticks and serve with a big brass ladle, little critical boys will applaud your noise as soon as they leave the cradle. As soon as they leave the cradle. Come, singing, come, come, follow the drum, though its music may be grand. Though the words be Dutch, let the tune be such as a Briton can understand. And whether it be a song of the sea or a lay of the good dry land, let heart go hang and the tune go bang when it's played on a big brass band. When it's played on a big brass band. On a big. When it's played on a big brass band. On a big. When it's played on a big brass band. Let heart go hang and the tune go bang when it's played on a big brass band. When it's played on a big brass band. Song of the sea or a lay of the good dry land. Let heart go hang if the tune go bang when it's played on a big brass band. When it's played on a big brass to Then Cupid hath a garden where women are the flowers, and lovers laughs and lovers tease the sunshine and the showers. And though the sweetest blossom that in the garden grows, the fairest queen it is, I ween, a perfect English rose. The fairest queen it is, I ween, the perfect English rose. Let others make a garland of every flower that blows, but I will wait till I may pluck my dainty English rose. In perfume, grace, and beauty, the rose doth stand apart. God grant that I, before I die, may wear one on my heart. God grant that I, before I die, may wear one on my heart.
To merry men a-drinking, a-drinking,
Before the moon was sinking, a-sinking,
a stranger he did pass that way, and he did listen to their lay,
And he did listen to their lay.
There's to drink or fight with me, I'll not shrink whoever he be. I'll crack his crown or bring him down before the grey of morning. Oh,
His crown or drink him down before the grey of morning.
as Robin lay a-thinking, a-thinking.
and Tuck did sit a-drinking, a-drinking.
The stranger he did stoutly say, this is a game that two can play.
This is a game that two can play.
There's to drink or fight with me, I not shrink whoever he be. I crack his crown or drink him down before the grey of morning.
His crown or drink him down before the grey of morning.
Then Tucky stood a-blinking, a-blinking, at Robin Hood a-winking, a-winking,
And tacked it to the stranger, said, to Robin Hood there's toll to pay, to Robin Hood there's toll to pay.
Jack, he sat a-blinking, a-blinking. And little John did sing this lay, for he it was who won the day. Who won the day. And all is into drinking and drinking, until the moon was sinking and sinking. Oh, little John did hem and say, so all did sing this round the lay, so all did sing this round the lay.
If love do bring me sorrow, love today and die tomorrow. Loveless life is lifeless living, that were death indeed. Life is sweet, but love is sweeter. With the pulse of music, all that lovers need. Throbbing with the pulse of music, all that lovers need. Life's a chime and love the ringer, life's a lute and love the singer. Though he choose a song of sadness, ah, 'tis a song to heed. Life's the canvas, naught is dull, till it gloweth gay with colour. 'Neath the hand of love, the painter, master of design. Oh, loveless life is lifeless living, only love hath power of giving unto life its breath and beauty. Love is all divine, love is all divine, love is all
When Cupid first this whole world trod, he was, you'll know, a baby god, and old Dame Nature nursed the lad, but let him run about unclad.
And old Dame Nature nursed the lad, but let him run about unclad.
One day my Lady Fashion came and blushed beneath her rule with shame to see the pretty innocent unclothed in gypsy nature's tent.
To see the pretty innocent unclothed in gypsy nature's tent.
And heedless of Dame Nature's curse,
She took him from his gypsy nurse and set him in her chariot, determined to improve his lot.
And heedless of the nature's curse, she took him from his gypsy nurse
and set him in her chariot. And set him in her chariot, determined to improve his lot. Beneath my lady Fashion's rule, poor Cupid then was sent to school and learned the laws of common sense and how to value pounds and pence.
And learned the laws of common sense and how to value pounds and pence.
She dressed him up from toe to top and put him in a London shop where Cupid at the counter sells new tunes for modern marriage bells.
Where Cupid at the counter sells new tunes for modern marriage bells.
For love no longer baits his hooks with gentle sighs and tender looks, but nowadays poor lovers get entangled by a million nets.
For love no longer baits his hooks with gentle sighs and tender looks, but nowadays poor lovers get. But nowadays poor lovers get entangled by a million nets. So Cupid seldom comes to us in puris naturalibus, for such extremely simple guys would shock the modern worldly wise. For such extremely simple guys would shock the modern worldly wise.
Yet even now sometimes they say he takes a little holiday, and every now and then returns where old Dame Nature waits and yearns.
And every now and then returns where old Dame Nature waits and yearns.
For love's a gypsy still at heart, though fashion makes him look so smart. And I for one would not complain were he a naked child again.
For love's a gypsy still at heart, though fashion makes him look so smart. And I for one would not complain. And I for one would not complain were he a naked child.
Why, hullabaloo, you die today at a minute or two to two, which is rather hard to have to say, but an easy thing to do, for they'll beat a tattoo at 2 to 2, and everything will be done for you. And the dragon will come when it hears the drum. There's nothing for you to do but stay, and the dragon will do for you.
Oh, there's to do today at a minute or 2 to 2. A thing distinctly hard to say and harder still to do. For they beat it at 2 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-too, boo-boo. And the dragon will come when it hears the drum at a minute or 2 to 2. Today at a minute or 2 to 2. Today at a minute or 2 to 2.
Said Robin Hood, who'll come to my wedding.
All those who love the blue skies above, and the green grass to lie upon, 'tis better than bedding.
And who'll tie the lovers knot at Robin Hood's wedding?
I said the friar, and I'll lead the choir. Quoth Friar Tuck to Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding.
Quoth Adam the Driver to Robin Hood wedding.
And who'll be the groom, his man at Robin Hood's wedding?
I said, Big John, my Lincoln I'll don. Quoth Big John to Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding.
Quoth Big John to Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding.
And who'll kill the venison at Robin Hood's wedding?
I said, Stout Will, a deer I will kill. Quoth Skeleton to Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding.
Quoth Skeleton to Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding.
And who'll sing the supper song at Robin Hood's wedding?
Quoth Allen a Dale, I will without fail.
Quoth Allen unto Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding.
Quoth Allen to Robin Hood at Robin Hood's wedding. And